everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's the Cardinals going up against the Dolphins. With that, let's head on down to Miami, where we'll hand it over to the two men calling our game. That's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you very much, Larry. We are here on a beautiful afternoon for football. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Arizona Cardinals and the Miami Dolphins. Begin the drive with a jive. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a pickup of 14 there. And the Dolphins have a first down. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That throw good for 4. It's second down. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
They set up the screen to Ajayi. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's third down. Well, this past year, Arizona finished 7-8-1. Here are the defensive starters for the Cardinals. What do you make of this football team defensively heading into next year, Charles?
Well, they're an aggressive group, and they didn't generate the same number of takeaways that they normally do. But I think they're coming back in 2017, a great core of players, and they'll get Tyrann Mathieu back. If they get him back at his 2015 level, look out, because Patrick Peterson's one of the best corners in the game as well. But that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
And they'll run it here. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Tyvon Branch there to bring him down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Tannehill. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
The goal of every offense is to move the chains, pick up first downs. A nice job finding an open receiver for a completion.
And the offense lining up first and 10. On first and 10, Tannehill. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. It's a pickup of 21. And the Dolphins are going to be set up with a first and goal. Now, the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Here's Tannehill. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Chandler Jones able to use that strength and get him for a loss of 2. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a second and 11. Here's Tannehill. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Kevin Minter. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5.
Well, surprise, surprise, partner. No, we know it's not a surprise. When you try to complete a pass against this Cardinals defense, there's a reason that they are known as the no-fly zone.
Let's go, let's go.
A first carry now. This is Johnson. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Let's look at this offense now, and let's talk about John Brown.
An exciting young talent from Pittsburgh State, home of the Gorillas. Hard to cover. Great moves in short areas.
Get ready. Blue 95.
The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Now Palmer to throw on 2nd down. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
Nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
On 1st and 10, it's Palmer. Man open left side is Brown. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
That was not a completion that results in a highlight video. But at the same time, if you have those kind of completions all game long, eventually one of them might turn into a highlight.
Ready to go now in the 2nd quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Cardinals in possession of the football. They've got a 2nd down at 5 here to start things out. On 2nd down, here's Palmer. He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald.
Well, you know something, hard work and incredible efficiency does pay off, and that's Larry Fitzgerald of Arizona. 107 catches. I thought he's supposed to be getting older and slowing down.
I was just going to say, people are wondering when Father Time's going to catch him, but he's too fast for Father Time.
Right now, he's keeping Father Time at bay, and in fact is still continuing to flourish in the desert.
Here's Johnson. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
Partner, I know we're supposed to be impartial and not root, but be honest. Weren't you excited for the opportunity for David Johnson of Arizona to have 100 yards from scrimmage in each and every game this year?
Yeah, NFL record, 15 straight games at the century mark. Disappointingly, though, couldn't get that clean sweep. Just 44 yards in the Cardinals' finale after he was forced to exit with a knee injury.
But how about the way he broke out in 2016? One of the stars of the future in the NFL.
It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
Let's go, let's go. 1-18.
On 2nd down, Palmer. Screen play, Johnson. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
On 3rd and 1, it's Palmer. And he's got Gresham. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
Not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
And this seemingly endless drive continues. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. We'll come back to Miami after this. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
All right, now, 1-18. 1-18.
Now Palmer on first down. That's complete right around the 8. And eventually stopped just shy of the goal line right around the 2. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. A long drive here. Play 12 coming up for the offense.
Here we go. Blue 95. Regular.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got to jump here. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. They run the sneak, and he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Carson Palmer scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Cardinals are in for 6. And they wasted no time right down near the goal line, and they just sneak it in.
Just do what you need to do. Big guys going up front. Have the field general, the leader, just fall in behind him.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
It's hard to play in the NFL now as a running back and not catch the football as well. Jaycazzz shows what you can do when you have both of those skills.
Good in space, isn't he?
He really is able to catch the ball, and he helps create blocks downfield. A lot of times that's what people miss. It's not just making other guys miss you. It's setting up guys to block those guys downfield with the moves you make, and Jaycazzz does that very well.
Second down following the incompletion. Tannehill throwing again. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. All the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jarvis Landry, 41 yards. And the Dolphins have tied it. Now they can take the lead with the extra point. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Now Andrew Frank's on for the point after. And he knocks it through. Frank's now on to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, give up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. Offense staying ahead of the chains here, 2nd and 3.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now Palmer to throw on 2nd down. Pass incomplete. The intended receiver was David Johnson, and it's 3rd and short. Three yards left to grab here on 3rd down.
Regular. Here we go. Blue 58. Blue 58.
Palmer now to throw on 3rd down. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. And they're on 3rd and short. They just tried to spread the field. It worked.
And I think that the spreading of the field, the extra receivers, has really become the next in the evolutionary chain in the NFL.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Here we go. Blue 95. Blue 95. Regular.
They'll throw on 1st down here with Palmer. Fitzgerald bringing it in over the middle. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And now they're in the hurry-up. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Get ready. Blue 95. Blue 95. Regular.
To throw again, it's Palmer. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Jaron Brown, the intended target. And 4th down coming up.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
So they kick it through to take the lead. There is a little bit of time left, though, here in the 2nd quarter.
And while they're concerned about not giving up a big return or giving up points themselves going into the half, how good do they feel, though, putting points on the board themselves right near the end of the 1st half?
Now after the made field goal, Catanzaro to boot this one away on the kickoff. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So now here come the Dolphins. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
He's got time. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter.
Bang! Wide 20. Wide 20.
And they're going to go soft on the corners. The final shot here before the break, Tannehill. And he rifles it complete, caught by Landry. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. It'll go as a gain of 12. And the Cards are going to have a first down.
And that's a good sign right there as we start the third quarter. Because in the first half, not much space to run the football. And as we go into the half, we often think to ourselves, all right, what's the adjustment? What do they have to do? You know what a lot of the adjustments are? No adjustments. You know the game plan, been working on it all week. Maybe a little tweak here or there, a little bit better blocking, and now you're establishing the running game. Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Here we go. Blue 95. Blue 95. Zebra.
On second down, Johnson. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd-and-1 situation.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Sally 19. Sally 19. All right now. Blue 95. Zebra.
One receiver left, 3 to the right. On 3rd-and-1, it's Palmer to the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It's a gain of 24 that time. And it'll give the Cardinals a first down.
Let's go, let's go.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. They're trying to establish that running game, but they're really having trouble, aren't they?
Yeah, when you're running against a really good 4-3 defense, that means you've got big guys inside who control things. Those big defensive tackles are making it very difficult to find open space.
On 2nd down, here's Palmer. Dumping it off for Johnson. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd-and-1. This will be play number 7 on the drive, 3rd and a yard. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Palmer now to throw on 3rd down. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got a key on, because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
Bruce Arians with a decision to make, and he's made it. They're going to go on 4th down.
Mirror. Here we go. Blue 58. Mirror.
They'll try and throw for him with Palmer. Man open left side is Brown. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and the decision to go for it pays off. They've got a 1st and goal.
We always hear about guys wanting to make plays that quiet a crowd.
Regular.
Yeah.
After that one.
Here in the 3rd quarter, they were hoping to get the stop, get the football back. Not the case.
What a completion on a 4th down play.
So the chain gang now done for the drive. Ball on the 10, 1st and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. long drive here, and it goes on and on. On second down, Palmer. That's complete right around the 8. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down. Oh, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
Back now in Miami. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. On third and goal, Palmer. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now fourth down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. There's a handoff to Ajayi to begin the drive. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. On the tackle, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Cardinals, they trot out their dime package for third down. To throw is Tannehill. And this is caught. He hits Landry. The 13 yards that time and a first.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
23 yards on the play.
At halftime, you had to feel like the defense had to be in a good position. They had to feel good about themselves. They'd had this guy boxed in all game long, but after that run, that might be the breakthrough that he's looking for. Now they may have some difficulty dealing with him the rest of today.
And some space here. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Give him 13 on the pickup there. And the Dolphins are going to get a first down. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. And, of course, the quarterback in this situation, he's realizing time is becoming a factor. Let's see if they can get some points on the board here late.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL. And a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses, and now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed.
And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Tannehill now. They give to Ajayi. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. They come out here in the eye. They'll try the air now, and he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Jarvis Landry, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins have taken the lead here in the 4th.
And touchdown, and congratulations, and 0 relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Yeah, part 1 is done, but now on the sideline, you can already see them scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
So now a big play here as the Dolphins will go for the 2. Tannehill going to throw for it. And this is caught. And it's a 3-point game. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tough.
And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Back to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And a nice gain of 21 yards. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
And the wideout in motion. He'll look to throw. He's got the hook up to John Brown on the right side. 11 yards on the pickup, and the Cards are going to have a first down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Get ready. 1-18. 1-18. Mirror, mirror, mirror. Mirror, mirror, mirror.
A first down carry here for Johnson. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Andre Branch in on the stop. Great play there off the end. Question, Charles, in a 4-3, you hear about the D tackles a lot. What's the role of the ends?
What they want to do is control the edges of the defense. And you always hear about an offense talking about setting the edge in the running game. Well, the defense wants to do exactly the same thing. In the defensive end, often against an offensive tackle, sometimes a tight end, they can't let themselves get hooked and let a running back get outside, because if they do that, that hurts the integrity of the defense overall.
My man, the encyclopedia. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
All right, now, zero.
He's back to throw. Over the middle here to Brown. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. And quickly they get to the line. They'll run it now out of the gun. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll be their third. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now Chandler Catanzaro for the Cardinal field goal. 4 seconds to go. This would send us to overtime. And look at this. Catanzaro misses it left. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, we were prepping for overtime up here in the booth.